So you're thinking about moving to Portland, Oregon, Vancouver, Washington, and wondering just what is it like to live there, especially as of late. In this video, I'm really going to be discussing just kind of what's been going on in Portland. Yes, really what's been going on. I'll tell you the truth about all that. Plus, I'm going to just really describe all the different styles of living and everything you need to know before making this huge move to the Portland Metro. If that's the information you want, we're getting after it right now. What's up, everybody? This is Jackson Wilkie with the Real Agent Now Group right here in the Portland Metro. If this is your first time to this channel, you want to learn what it's like to work, eat, sleep, live, play, what's been going on here as of lately. Make sure you tap that subscribe button and you click the little bell so you're notified every time we do a new video. We honestly get so many phone calls, emails, texts every single day from people moving and relocating here, and we absolutely love it. So, thinking about moving anywhere in Portland or Vancouver, make sure you give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or even send us that pigeon carrier. However you want to get a hold of us, we got your back when moving to the Portland Metro. All right, so I really wanted to just kick this video off and give you guys an update. What the heck is going on in Portland? You've probably seen all these things and read all these things, and I just kind of want to give you a perspective of somebody, going through it and seeing it, and so you can either be at ease or not be at ease. But I'm also going to really dive in. This is kind of a video that's going to express everything from what's going on and things you really need to look into before moving here and preparing yourself, plus all the different styles of living. So it's going to help you to really realize some of the areas or things that you would like, or places you would like to live, and fortunately a lot of them that you would not like to live. You could cross off the list. So first and foremost, I kind of want to just talk about what's been going on. And to be honest, yes, some of the stuff you see in the news is definitely true. And I want to open up this too to if you're a past client, we've helped so many people, a future client, or somebody who's been in contact with the team, or if you haven't yet, there has been, I don't even know how to say this. It's kind of tough to talk about, but there has been, some areas that have accumulated quite a bit of garbage. Now, it's not all over the Portland Metro. It's certain areas, but I can tell you one thing about Portland is there is a lot of people who love it and they stand up for it. And that's one thing that you got to look at. Instead of just always looking at what's going on there, the bad, look at the good at what goes on, the united people that get together that want to save the incredible city of Portland, Oregon. And so there's a group we actually partnered with. Our team, the Real Agent Now Group, sponsored, and we spent quite a bit of money to help them. They are going out and they are cleaning up garbage with their own time and money. And so they're only looking for people to, just chip in. Maybe it's $100, $200, something like that. Our team, don't want to disclose exactly how much, but we felt what they were doing was amazing and we wanted to partner up. So we sent them. So if you want to help out with that, or you think that's a great idea, just shoot us an email and say, hey, I saw the video. Where can I help? And these gentlemen's name are David and Chris. We helped them out. So just say, hey, I want to help David and Chris in the garbage cleanup. Where can I help? Venmo money or whatever. But that's one thing that we're starting to see is, these mass cleanups, but it's just not everywhere. See, that's the other side of this thing, is that news is news. What is it trying to do? Trying to get views. And I wasn't even trying to rhyme there. They are trying to get out there and get clicks and get views. And so they really paint this picture. I remember, it was over a year ago when the marches or the rallies, it was just disgusting. It was a bunch of people coming out and breaking shit. They were, just really destroying the downtown area. But I would have friends, I would have family, I would have people just calling, going, oh my gosh, are you alive? Is Portland burning down? And I'm like, what's going on? I didn't even know anything was going on. Like, that is the honest to God truth. So if you're not right downtown in the heart of it back then, especially, you really didn't even know these things were going on. And I remember there's actually one of our good friends, his name is Eric Post. He's going to have a documentary coming out. I've seen some of the clips. It's fabulous. It's fascinating. And it's not going to be one-sided. They're going to show the picture of each, so it'll be a good depiction of what went on, because there was a lot of crazy things going down there. But even he was talking about some of these rallies that go down there, and the news would portray it of just thousands of people and just fire burning everywhere. And he's like, yeah, there's like 100 people down there. And it was like this half was screaming at this half. And basically, you got to stay away from it. But I didn't even know half of that stuff was going on. So you get outside of the downtown areas, you're not even realizing some of this is going on. So the news really amplified and put fire to the gasoline, or gasoline to the fire, for lack of a better term or analogy. Whatever I was going with there. And that's the one thing that we saw. And it kind of angers you a little bit that it was really getting blown out of proportion. Now, did they go down, some of these people, and destroy the downtown? You're damn straight. It's amazing too. And I don't want to get too deep into it, but you have African American business owners. I know some whose buildings were ruined. Like, I don't get that at all. But unfortunately, that did happen. But fortunately, Portland's coming together. We're fixing this stuff, and we really want to move on. So just know when you're moving to Portland, you're going to hopefully get to meet these people who love this area and staying strong to make it that way. So just wanted to kind of clear that up and give our opinion of what's going on, so it totally doesn't just scare you of what's going on. There's lots and lots and lots of people moving here, and they freaking love Portland for what it is. And so that's the way you got to approach these things. So next up, we're just going to talk about a few things. Everybody, oh my gosh, does it rain there every day? Well, it definitely can rain here in Portland. I can tell you one thing though. I lived in North Idaho for a long time, so it's only 6 hours away, but a completely different climate. It would snow for 6 months out of the year. Portland has probably the easiest weather that I've ever been in or lived in. It never gets too cold and it never gets too hot. You get those beautiful sunny 90-degree summers where you can go enjoy, the beaches and the swimming and just the gorgeous outdoors. The cool thing about it is you're not really going to see the humidity, so you can go see these incredible hiking trails, mountain views, and if you get into the shade of the pine trees, man, it's like nice and cool. There's waterfalls galore. But yes, it can rain, and it's never going to be like this just flat out downpour. In fact, the national average of rain is just over 30 inches. So it's really right there on par with the national average of amount of average rainfall that states see. It's just that you're going to see it more constantly, a lot of drizzles in the morning. And so get you a little, hoodie, whatever. Don't get an umbrella. You get pointed out that way. I say screw it. I get an umbrella. I don't want to get all soaked, but yeah, you're going to notice that it will drizzle a lot, but you're going to get those 4 freaking seasons. And that's what, we've had dozens and dozens of clients move here, and they love it. They come from, and I get it. Sometimes if you've been in it your whole life, you kind of just like over it. And so if you've been in the sun, the heat your whole life, you're kind of like, I just want to put a freaking hoodie on. I can't tell you how many times I've heard that from people. Like, I cannot wait to see, a little bit of cooler temperatures, be able to throw on a hoodie. So yeah, it does rain here, but is it just an all-out downpour? Hell no. It's nothing like that. It's some of the easiest weather you'll ever live in and year-round enjoyment. Next on the list, what really happened during, the pandemic and COVID, a little bit tighter laws around here. So schools really didn't go. I got 3 kids, so schools did not go back in really until like the very end, but back to, really shutting things down. You see it in different counties. Again, we get magnified as Portland, Multnomah County, downtown. And so, Washington County, some of these like Beaverton and stuff out to the west is a little bit looser. Hey, I can go get my brewskis now at the growlery and places. So it's really starting to loosen up a little bit. But compared to other city states and people that we talk about, other areas, it's still going to be a little bit tighter here. But yes, some places are definitely open. You can go get your brewskis after a good hike. And hopefully next school year, everything is just back to normal. That's the one thing. So that's really where we're at with the whole COVID thing. Where to live. So this is something, we have had hundreds and hundreds of reach outs. We've helped so many families move and relocate here. And if you're watching this, you moved here, give us a shout out, especially Heather Listy. She's the boss mom, lady realtor, Jessica, and our main man, Addie Nett, our lender. We've really got this all encompassing team helping us out. But, where to live is what it all boils down to, and it's a feeling thing, man. The East from the West is 2 different countries. Northeast versus Southeast Portland. I mean, there's a lot of similarities, but neighborhood-wise, completely different. You've got to really understand what style of living you like. But with that, I'm telling you right now, the number one thing that's going on in Portland, Oregon, is a lot of people are freaking moving here. And so if you're thinking you can just kind of plan this, go there, I'll find a house and get approved, it's not like that. In the last few videos we've done, we've really tried to plant this seed because we want your goals to come true. We want to help you, but you've got to make sure your plans are in place. So it's not like you need to really reach out 5 years in advance, but if you're coming in a few months, especially now, we understand that, schools are getting done. People are going to be moving. This is the busy time, so it's only going to get busier. If you reach out right now and say, hey, I just want to get my foolproof plan in place so that when I get there, when I come tour with you guys, like we are ready to go. So we schedule Zoom calls with you. We got to understand, why are you moving here, your lifestyles. We let you talk. You tell us. We are the #1 relocation team here, and we love it. But we don't know until you tell us or reach out. So We get to know you in a feeling, okay, I like this lifestyle, I like these style of houses, give me that old vintage Portland, or no, give me the suburb living, or whatever it is. We now know, okay, there's 2-3 areas, there's some new pocket neighborhoods, there's some older ones. I know where some listings are coming available. We got a lot of past clients too. We have that leg up. That's a way that we can get you ahead. Getting ready, if you're needing to get pre-approved, like, it's not just going around with a pre-approval letter. We have the #1 lender here in Portland who gets you accepted, even if it's relocation, out of state buying. But he has a process. We get you talking with him and getting all of these things. So now when we go look at homes, because that's the thing around here, with 10, 15, 20 offers on a house, it's going to be the strongest one. It's going to be who's communicating to that seller, which is what we do, which is what our lender even reaches out on your behalf. So I don't mean to scare you guys in any way. The goal can totally happen, but just realize this is the toughest it's ever been in the history of the United States to get into Portland, Oregon, and some other markets. So why not be prepared and ready? And so that's the one thing that we love, man. When you guys reach out, we get to talk, about a couple of these areas and then tour and show. But if you're not prepared, not ready, it's just, you're really just kind of going to run into a lot of dead ends, and we don't want to see that. So it's an incredible process, knowing which side of the city you want to be on, where you're going to be close to work. Hey, we're surrounded by mountains, rivers, trees, so we don't have just straight north, south, east, west roads, man. It's a lot of windy roads and curving around those beautiful mountains and stuff. So you got to just understand, if you're going to be driving for work, you got to be a little bit closer. So that's what we love doing. Things are still moving and shaking here. People are moving to Portland and absolutely loving it. I still think it's one of the most amazing places and beautiful, and I love hitting the beach an hour away. Go to Roy Rogers Park down there in Lake Oswego, go swim, whatever. You can get out, you can get it all, and go get that ice cold brewski when you're done. And that is what we love about the PDX. And if you are making a move here, the only way that we can help you get prepared for that move is you've got to reach out. You got to give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. Days, nights, weekends, we got your back when moving to the Portland Metro. Until the next video, guys, we'll catch you later.